Hello and welcome. My name is Pasoon Noorzai and today I'm presenting my major project. So let's begin. So let's start with our setup. This is our Arduino Uno Grove board. We have connected our soil sensor to port A0, which goes straight to the plant soil. And then we have our light sensor, our photoresistor, which goes to port A2. And then we have our buzzer, which is connected to the port D4. And then we have our MOSFET port, which is connected to D2. Our MOSFET port has two ends. One is connected to the battery, and the second goes to the pump. And the pump is inside the water supply. We move to our program. Our Arduino board is connected to our computer with the USB cable. And now let's start the coding. For easy reference, we start by declaring known variables like communication port between MATLAB and Grove board is COM. Type of board is set to Uno. The moisture sensor is connected to port A1. On Grove board, the water pump is, I already mentioned about the pump, which is connected on D2, the light sensor, which is connected on A2 of the Grove board, and the buzzer. The buzzer is responsible for the alarm. It is connected to the D4 port on Grove board. So moving here, the threshold, the threshold value for the dry soil is set to 2.8187. This is gotten from the previous experiment on reading moisture value when the soil was dry. And then the saturated value is 2.6742. After declaring all constants and variables, we start by creating an instance of the board using Arduino function for MATLAB. Next, we range of values we will wish to plot. We wish to plot a maximum of 1,000 values, then a vector in which in each initialized to keep the moisture value. So to keep the moisture value Y soil, light value Y light, moving average moisture value, soil level average, moving average light value, light level average. And then next we create a figure for our plots, and initialize a soil sum and light sum to 0. Also, the count is initialized to 0. The sum and count will help us calculate moving average in a loop. So in a loop, we continuously call the functions which have been written to return the soil and light sensor reading. In the function which has been stated above, we read the moisture level, the moisture value, check if the soil is dry or not, saturated, and open the pump for water to flow. Otherwise, we close the pump. Moreover, after this operation in the loop that called the function, we check if the soil is dry and remain dry for 10 iterations. If that is the case, we sound an alarm indicating there is a problem with the pump. We end the loop by calculating the moisture and the light averages before plotting them on a real live graph. So let's begin demonstrating it. We run the code. So we have the live graph here now. The green color shows the moisture sensor, and the red color shows the light sensor. So first we start covering the light sensor with our hand. And as we cover it with our hand, the light sensor drops to 0.0733. If I remove my hand, it will go to 3.6. And the same thing with the moisture sensor. The value right now is 2.56, and if I remove it, the value will go up and the water will start flowing to the plant. And after it staying for 20 seconds on the top, the buzzer will beep up. So as we see, the buzzer beeps out now since it's in air. And if you put it back in the water stops and the beep also goes off. And we can see the live graph though when we remove the sensor from the soil. And thank you for watching.